You're probably training like a little beep. That's how you're probably training. You're definitely training suboptimal. I don't care how hard you think you're trained, you're not working out hard enough. You're just not. Because if you were, you wouldn't be watching this video right now and you'd be where you want to be. So, what's actually holding you back are the things that I'm going to talk about and the 3 signs that you're training suboptimal, like a beep and a wimp. All right, so sign number 1 is you're literally not straining. When you work out, I see this all the time. Like, I'm laughing talking about this with you right now, but I see this all the time in the gym. People go through the motions. They're not straining. Like, everybody's like their face is like this, just curling. Like, there's no strain in their face. You need to have ugly training face. That's what you need to have. UTF, ugly training face. Because if you're making ugly faces when you're working out, that means that your intensity level is exactly where it needs to be. You're probably not training hard enough. And even if you think you're making ugly faces, you're probably not making ugly faces. That means that the weight is too light. The way that I know that I do it sometimes too, and we all kind of fall into these traps, I video myself and then I kind of watch my face. Am I straining or am I stopping too early? For example, if I'm doing one arm pull downs and I get to the 12 reps I'm supposed to be doing and I'm like, okay, and I put it back. And it might be a hard set, like I might feel it, but did I strain? Did I actually push the intensity? Or could I have really done 2 or 3 more reps? So you need to be having ugly training face, UTF. That is a must when trying to put on muscle and change the way your body looks. All right. Number 2, you could have done more reps. So many people leave so much in the tank, or what's called reps in reserve, meaning that they could have did 3 or 4 reps with that. And a lot of people use that excuse of, oh, I'm going to overtrain and I need to recover and my body's not letting me recover. So what I need to do is I need to leave a couple reps in the tank. And while that may be true to some extent, if you're leaving 3, 4, 5 reps in the tank, that is ridiculous. You're not going to get enough stimulus to change the way your body looks. So you need to lower that number. You need to be training with at least 1 rep in reserve, especially if you're not a competitive powerlifter. So I was a competitive powerlifter for many years, and training with reps in the tank allowed me to train as intense on those main movements over time. But if you're training just to change the way your body looks, you should be training with 1 rep in reserve or no reps in reserve or negative reps in reserve, meaning that somebody has to help you, spot you, and push you to the level. Now, I'm not talking about doing this and hurting yourself. I'm saying do all this, in reason. So, for example, if you're pushing yourself but your form is shit, that's different. That's very, very different. So train yourself. Like if your form starts to get bad when you're making UTF or ugly training face, make your form better. Just focus on it being better for the next set. But you gotta push yourself and take yourself to that limit. Some of the best powerlifters and the best lifters have the ability to grind reps. I've seen people who have moved out of the bottom of a squat insanely slow, and you're like, this person's never gonna make it. And they grind it all the way through and they make it. And they have UTF like crazy. So if you don't have UTF, the next time you go into the gym, you need to have UTF. And the third sign that you're training like a little beat is you're training with too low volume. Your volume is not high enough. For a natural, someone who's trying to put muscle on and change the way their body looks, you need to train with more volume. Too many people listen to the science stuff and listen to how much sets, they say that you need, like the scientists say you need. That's BS. Every person responds to things differently. I train with an insane amount of volume with very high intensity, but I have to do that in order to stimulate more muscle. And there's a place in your lifting career where that might not necessarily be the case, and you want to try to get away with as least as possible. But you need to be pushing that volume up. If you're not seeing any changes in a certain body part or an area of your body that you want to see changed, you need to increase the amount of sets that you're doing for that body part and increase it and then push the intensity. Increase it, push the intensity. I'm not saying go from 10 sets of body part or whatever you're doing, 10 sets of workout to 30 sets of workout. That would be silly. But going from 10 to 12 to 15 is a smart jump that's pushing you in the right direction. So if you fall victim to any of those three, you need to reevaluate your training. You need to go in there, make UTF, ugly training face, push those reps. You shouldn't have any reps in the tank, and do more volume. And I promise you will literally force new muscle tissue on your physique. For coaching, training programs, just click the link below. And until next time, this is Anthony. I'll catch you on the next one. Our overcrowded personal training gym is in need of trainers. We are drowning in new clients that want and need instruction, and we need you. Certification is a plus, but not necessary. We are growing fast, and there are many opportunities for growth inside our company. So send me a message now if you are interested in working with the best.